When they lowered my wife into the coffin, I had an intense urge to get into the box with her.
You never considered cremation?
How dark are you willing to go?
Master of the genre David Cronenberg explores the depths of grief in his new horror thriller, The Shrouds. The film centers on Karsh, an inventive businessman and grieving widower who creates GraveTech, a groundbreaking technology that allows the living to witness the decomposition of their deceased loved ones from within their graves. It may sound a bit morbid, but for Cronenberg, it's just another fascinating exploration of the human condition.
Burial and death have always been involved with the technology of the times. Going back to the pyramids, whatever technology existed, it would somehow have a place in terms of burial and the idea of perhaps an afterlife, perhaps not. So I'm just sort of extending it a little bit into the future. The things that I've invented, the technology that I've invented in this movie, which is these shrouds that are all sort of camera-like and cinematic, it's very possible technology right now. It could be done right now if there was really a market for it, a clientele for it.
We go years after the death of somebody to keep on talking to that person, as we know. So just to literally see or to keep like the ashes, or it's the same idea really when you think about it. So
Those are the shrouds.
You mean like burial shrouds?
Not exactly. It's basically a kind of camera in her grave.
Don't you find it hard to take?
It comforts me.
Like she's floating in outer space.
Word of warning. If their shrouds can be weaponized, people will find a way to do it. They found something.
The concept of GraveTech might seem far-fetched, but in reality, it feels more like the natural next step in something that's gradually evolving.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I think it could be a venture that would work right now, because we're documenting everything. Since cell phones have become cameras, and then cameras have become doorbells, their cameras are everywhere. So why not in the grave? Why not underground in the grave, in a coffin, Makes perfect sense if that's something you're interested in. It's only morbid if you think it's morbid, but but it's, to me, it's rather charming and romantic in its own way. It depends on your take on it.
In the movie, Diane Kruger portrays two characters, one of whom is a corpse. While she enjoyed making the movie, the actress admits that she's never appeared as nude in a film as she does here.
A lot of it is CGI, right? It's like they didn't actually put prosthetics on me in terms of missing limbs, But the fact that all those scenes, plus the scars and mutilation, is done while I'm nude, added a layer of vulnerability that for me was not easy. I'm not that comfortable being nude on screen. I don't do a lot of those kind of movies, so those days were not the easiest for me, and I was really grateful for Vincent's support. He's worked with David before, and David is someone very discreet, but also just knowing that your partner on screen is very thoughtful and mindful of that, it really took a lot of the anxiety out of it for me.
Made a career out of bodies. I'm so happy to be involved.
Be sure to catch David Cronenberg's latest intense film, The Shrouds, as soon as you can.
The shrouds.
It's not meant for the living.
Maybe not meant for the dead either.